Yes.
have a talk show.
We're good. Yeah, we're good.
You used to have a talk show on this here.
My brother?
Yes, your brother.
No.
Yes.
So is this the way it is around the house too?
Yes.
Always has heavy discussions going
And
on?
I'll text his brother and tell him later.
And as always, I'm right. WCUW 91.3 FM, Voice of the Voiceless. It is your boy Truther here to address any and all things when it's time to. And it's time to. You guys just got done listening to Rosie and Chuck, the returning Rosie. And along with me on the show today,
I'm Cooper Joe, and I'm here to keep it real for you. I want everybody to be safe and happy out there today. It's misty and rainy and cold and damp, and it feels like November, and that's okay.
yep.
And who else do we have?
Talking to the mic.
Oh. What did I say?
Say your name. This
Oh.
is Joy.
Joy.
This is Joy J Busy.
Really?
You need a radio name. J Busy or something
I
like
don't
that.
like that one.
Jay Busy of Worcester. And you guys are just listening to Mongo Time with Rosie and Chuck. Shout outs to them. Love listening to the music. Play some Frank Sinatra so I can sing live next time, guys. But yeah, so it is the same bat time, same bat channel, Voice of the Voiceless. Troop, how
Yeah.
things going?
They were going good till I pulled up here in front of the radio station. Got two people walking by, just tapping on my car window, trying to solicit some money. Some other girl across the street just having a great time dancing with herself and talking to the raindrops, and she was just having a wonderful time with herself. And I'm like, wow, this is a problem, folks.
Breaks my heart.
Yeah, more than heartbreaking and stuff. It used to be down this corner and then over this way. Now it's down this corner, way over this way, and spread it all the way up to the college and beyond.
Yep.
It's like, I don't know if what the city council, they might be all engaged in trying to run for city council and stuff, but you need to take a walk outside in this brisk November air and see all these people and find a way to really help these people and not pick flowers out the side of the road.
We have Sarai Rivera of this district,
Yeah.
Main South District, and we also have Corinne Gaffney, who's now running for, I think it was District 4, I forget which district
Yeah,
it is.
District
Yeah,
4.
but don't the Gaffneys have a house not anywhere near over here? Like
Nope.
They have nothing.
They live on one of the suites on Belmont Street, the new suites.
Oh.
You stand corrected.
Well, no, I know that the mayor lives over by 01605.
Yeah, the mayor has a nice house.
Yeah.
But no, they live in an upscale apartment on the newly renovated Beacon Street. It's not like it was when we were there.
Not like it was.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
they
that
got
was
rid of the
fun.
gangs and all the other
I
stuff.
was gonna go fight the gang.
But you know what, that might be what happened because they got rid of the PIP shelter down there. They got rid of they cleaned up Beacon Street, and now it seems like the drugs and the prostitution might be moving up Main Street a little bit,
But
going towards Clark.
Our end of Beacon Street is still the same.
Well, they got rid of the PIP shelter isn't there anymore.
I don't know.
They closed
Over
it
by
and
the
then
Y?
they closed it and then they reopened it. Did
Yeah.
they close it again?
I'm not sure. Troop, how is the Y? How is it over by the Y? Because you go to the Y on Main Street, correct?
Yeah, I go to Wild Main Street. Down towards the Salvation Army part and everything, they had a whole bunches of people just hanging out and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Whole lot of drugs over towards what looked like a project in the back and stuff. They got a whole lot of people hanging out there.
Mm-hmm.
Then they just have people just kind of walking up past the YMCA, and then a little bit up the street, there's kind of nothing, and then it starts again. And then, you know, after you get by that little coffee shop for kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Straight up cafe.
Yeah, after you get by there, it starts to pick up again. You get a whole lot of prostitution, a whole lot of, just a whole lot of sadness.
Mm-hmm. And it is sad. Yeah, true. It is sad. But you know what? I might have a solution for a lot of the problems that are going on in Maine South.
What's that?
give everybody vasectomies.
Yeah, what is it? I heard about that. This bisectomy.
In an effort to quell the rise of drug-addicted babies, a Tennessee judge is offering inmates an undoubtedly unique deal that some critics are calling unconstitutional. The deal is you get a vasectomy and your jail time will get reduced. So, that tickles you, huh?
I know a couple people.
Oh yes, I know. True. That's crazy, right? Because I know a couple people that
I
really
feel like
need
the judge should
vasectomies
have said you
and
should have had
really
a
in and out of
vasectomy,
jail. Yes.
And you should have had your tubes tied. I think I know a couple of those people that the judge should say, these are what you need to do.
Well, they tried to do that before, too.
Really, to give vasectomies?
No, with women with tube tying and stuff like this.
Okay, to reduce sentences if they got their tubes tied?
No, to reduce welfare recipients. They wanted to monitor how many kids that somebody could have, so.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but instead they put the cap thing on so that you only get paid for one child.
Yeah.
And you have 15.
That was the
Yeah.
smarter idea because now if you have
First idea was
to go in there.
No, it's very true because Mass Health will pay for all birth controls.
Really?
They will pay for all birth controls. They will pay for your tying of your tubes, your vasectomy.
Uh-huh.
But you have to like get special treatment. If you have to get like special treatment for your pregnancy, boy, you have to go through all sorts of prior authorizations.
all that, yeah. But bisectomy shouldn't be a way to,
No.
Yeah.
I don't see how that's going to stop anybody from doing drugs.
Oh, well, it won't. But it won't stop them from doing
Maybe
drugs. But it might stop them from having kids and ruining people's lives and getting women pregnant all over the
Yeah,
place.
Maybe.
but women get pregnant too.
Yeah.
Right. But I know of a couple people, truth that could come to mind. I know someone that has about 15 kids.
At least.
And if he would have gotten that vasectomy before he had 15 kids, then a lot of drama in his life wouldn't be here.
I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, if they're gonna do it, it shouldn't be like a criminal sentence. It should be like the DOR sentence. Like it should be only for the child support cases. Like if you want to shave some of your child support off.
Oh.
Vasectomy.
Yeah, speaking of that, the biggest injustice I've heard of in a long time, a man has to pay $65,000 in child support for a child that after a DNA test was taken wasn't his. And this is in Texas
So did
because
they pay him back?
no, that's what should happen. Every dollar that you pay should get paid back. But the law in Texas is that if you from the time that a child is born
Yeah.
up until you get the DNA test, you are responsible for it. So this man, first off, he didn't even know that he had a child. And his ex-girlfriend came out of nowhere and said, yeah, you have this child. So then he said, oh, okay, I'll accept the child or whatever. Then he took a paternity test, found out that it wasn't his. But the state of Texas and his ex-girlfriend is still suing him for the $65,000. So
What does he have for rights with the kids?
he doesn't, it's not his kid, who cares?
Yeah, but how long
Paying
was he there raising that
$65,000
kid?
Oh yeah, $65,000, I better have every right I want.
Yeah.
That kid is going to work for me for $65,000.
Stop it.
Go get my shoes. Go get. I need my feet lotioned. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is the crazy stuff that's going on in the world of sex. That's what you
Sex.
should just call that segment the world of sex because of vasectomies and
Well,
child support and.
that's crazy. Especially when I see people walking around dancing with the raindrops.
Oh yes.
I know they made good movies of that way back in the day, dancing in the rain, but
Right, but true. You've seen the story recently about the Jane Doe, the mother who was found, who was guilty of helping dispose of Jane Doe's body. She gets time served. She got 2 years. The child wasn't even 2 years. And you know why? She was on drugs. The other story, someone was on the train tracks. They found the remains of a baby in the back, and they arrested the parents that were on the train tracks, and they were the ones that disposed of the body. They also had a history of drugs. If you have a history of drugs, I think you should be forced to not have kids. I think you should be.
Clean for however long.
Stone people who commit crimes. Stop, take away, not recycling abilities, reproductive abilities of people who are on drugs and things like that. Because
but that ain't gonna stop. The woman had the baby.
right, no, I'm saying them too.
But the
Time
laws have
tubes.
changed. The laws are changing in Worcester, and that's probably why they're killing these babies. Because if you have if you're pregnant, you have to take a drug test. If you fail that drug test, there's more repercussions now for a pregnant woman doing drugs. Like now 51A is filed while you're pregnant.
And then the second the baby's
And the
born,
second
they
the
take
baby
the
is
baby
born,
with
and
them,
they
as
drug
they
test
should.
you very often while you're pregnant. And the thing that Worcester is doing wrong, like the girl who's dancing outside in the Salvation Army area down there, is
Yep.
that they have all of these shelters that kick you out at 7 o'clock in
Yeah.
the morning.
Mhm.
You can come back at 7 o'clock at night.
Yep.
But what do you do during the day?
In between times.
That's
You
it.
need to give these guys, these ladies, these people something to do.
Yep.
Give them community service. Let them earn $10 a day by picking up trash on the side of the street.
Yeah.
Let them feel good about earning something, because then they're gonna try, you know.
And they'll
But
use
Worcester
that money that
doesn't
they
do-
earn to get more drugs. That's one
But if
thing.
they're busy,
Yep.
They're
they're
not busy.
Right now they have nothing to do.
Exactly.
Except for dance outside in the
With
rain
raindrops,
outside of
yes.
WCUW 91.3
That,
FM.
that's what they do, you know, and some of the panhandlers you see,
Yeah,
they're
because
just
they
bored.
don't have anywhere else to go.
They're just panhandling just to kill time. I go to the laundromat and talk to them. They
So,
seem like nice people, they just, you know,
Well, a friend of mine
they can't leave.
A friend of mine who was at CVS for 32 years, her son used to panhandle over there at Webster Square. And, like right at that intersection where the Hess Gas, it's now Speedway, the Hess Gas station is.
mhm.
And she won't help him because he won't get up and do anything for himself. But there's nobody holding him accountable.
That's right.
You know, nobody but his 80-something-year-old mom.
So that's why General Sessions Judge Sam Benningfield signed a standing order earlier this week allowing inmates in White County, Tennessee to receive 30 days credits towards a sentence if they be willing to undergo a birth control procedure. So, yes,
Not even
we'll-
economically sound.
yeah, that.
Well, who's paying for that procedure?
Yeah, for 30 days.
The state, I guess, Tennessee.
Everybody who works is
Tennessee.
paying for these procedures.
Yes,
So
Tennessee is
these guys
paying
can
for
lose
it.
30 days off of their jail sentence.
That's crazy. Then
No
he comes
thanks.
out 30 days earlier and he's still on drugs and stuff and I can't have a baby, so he don't care anyway.
Yeah, now he has no responsibility, so why not just go out and get high all the time?
Right.
Yeah. So
Well,
it doesn't fix anything, except there's no babies. Except the lady still could have a baby if she finds somebody else who didn't have bisexual.
Mm-hmm.
well, I'm all for it. I'm saying snip and get. Snip and get.
Are you
Snip and
snipped?
get program. Absolutely not. I am not snipped and I will never be snipped. I do not want any procedures going on down there unless it's life-saving measures,
Yes, we had a
not
big fight
life-preventing
about this
measures.
9 years ago.
Yeah, she gonna talk about, I said, get your tubes tied. She said, why don't you get fixed? I said, absolutely not.
Guess who got
Uh-uh.
her tubes tied?
So you got your tubes tied.
Absolutely.
Y'all do that though.
Yeah.
I'm good.
True. Are you
baby.
fixed?
No,
Yeah, I'm
I
not.
might want to have babies.
I have a couple you can borrow.
Yes,
Like,
you
That's
I
right.
have
can have a
plenty
couple.
you can borrow.
You know, I'm all set. I'm all done
No.
with babies too.
That
No,
was done after Willow, and then we
I
adopted.
got grandbabies. That's enough babies.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's more than enough.
That's
Just
the mode
talking
I'm
with my
in.
grandbaby, 7 years old.
Oh.
Gramps, my birthday's coming. Can you get me a I-7 or something?
All right,
Yeah, right.
iPhone 7.
The
Yeah.
iPhone 7. I said, Max, nobody likes you. We don't-
Right. But you can play
Everybody
games
likes
over that.
Max, though.
Right. All right. So, Joy, let me ask you a question.
Oh Lord, go ahead.
I need you first. I'm gonna take you to a place. Okay.
Oh boy.
First thing I need you to do is close your eyes.
No.
Okay. I imagine that you close your eyes. And then I need you to think deep. And I need you to think hard. I need you to think of someone that you strongly dislike. Do you have someone?
I
Say,
sure
say
do.
truth. Say truth.
No. Do I have to say their name out loud?
No, you don't have to. You don't
Okay.
have to say their name. Just think of this person that you have a strong dislike for,
Okay.
and this dislike has to have gone on for at least a year
Oh,
to 2
yeah,
years.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have a strong dislike that's with this person that's gone on for a couple years, and you are on your way to church, and outside of the church you see that this person has installed metal detectors outside of your church. Just stay with me.
Okay.
And you had the choice of taking those metal detectors down. Would you take the metal detectors down?
why were they installed though? Just because this person that I don't like decided to do it?
Yes.
For no reason.
To benefit that person.
Well, I don't like that person, so
You would take them down?
I would think about, I could very well take them down, but I would also look at the reason why they were put up.
Thank you. All right, Troop. So, of course, we're talking about Israel.
Yeah.
And how Israel removed the metal detectors because Palestinians got all their panties in a bunch and got all bent out of shape over it.
Well, they want to bring their guns and their bombs and stuff.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
That's why they
Troop
got
don't
their
agree with that, though.
panties
No, I know. I think Israel. I'm on the Palestinian behalf. I think Israel has been beating on Palestine for a long
True.
time.
That is very true.
That is true.
That is true, but I think you're taking your feelings towards the injustices they did and put it in it. That'd be just like me saying, I don't like, since I have a problem with police, anytime the police do anything right, they're automatically in the wrong in my book.
But that ain't right to tell somebody you can't go into your place of worship unless you pass through my metal detector.
Well, are some of your people going to that place of worship
Some
too?
people.
Are there any people in Israel going to that place of worship?
All right, so
No, it's a
you're
mosque.
a Palestinian and you're an Israelite. Israelite.
Israelite. And listen, I've
Hebrew.
seen you listen. You go to church. You should be ashamed of yourself and not know what they're called.
I have slept this much.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Wait, no. So here's the thing. You installed the metal detectors in your church.
Yes.
Right.
No, it's
Is
not
it
my
church?
church. It's not my church.
Whose
Well,
church
it
is
is
it?
my church.
It's a big
Mosque.
mosque
So
type
is
of
it
church.
in Israel?
Okay, so that's where it gets even dicier,
in
right?
West Bank.
It's in the West Bank, right? So here's where it gets dicier because Israel,
Yes.
they just taking whatever land they want over
Yeah,
there.
Israel's kind
By
of
hook or by crook. They just like, listen,
bullies right
yeah,
now.
they're like, we like this
We're
land over
bullies.
here, we need to build some apartments, we're just gonna build some apartments over here.
Yeah.
The Palestinians are like, wait a minute, that's not your land, that's our land. They're like, shut up, we're building these apartments over here.
Oh,
And yeah, so,
That's what they do. They
Right.
say, we'll call you terrorists and say that you killed. Well, I think two soldiers got killed or something like that, but they never say what happened to provoke the killing of those two soldiers.
right, now I'm definitely not on Israel's side when it comes to things like that.
Yeah.
Taking land that doesn't belong to them. I get it. They believe the Lord promised them land and all that other stuff, but that does not mean you steal land that does not belong to you.
Yes.
That wasn't yours originally. So I'm not with them on that. However, if you're putting metal detectors up to stop people from bringing bombs, guns, knives,
Because didn't they just bomb
A couple places-
a couple holy sites recently?
yep, a couple
Yeah.
holy sites happened, but those were in Iran. Those are all over the place.
Yeah, but I'm talking about in
ISIS.
Israel.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, they had a stabbing. They got stabbed.
Yeah.
I think three
I have such a hard time
Palestinians
keeping up
got
with
killed
it.
and 2 Israelites got killed in the altercation.
Right.
So, it's like, that was also they can monitor even better. They say, all right, we'll put up these metal detectors. You guys get mad. So they did. They get mad. We don't want them. You're monitoring our thing and everything. Okay, we'll take them down and we'll put cameras on every block.
So yeah, so wait.
So you can't move it
so
off.
I need to take you somewhere. Your eyes are closed, and you're here with the metal detectors, and you're with the person you don't like, and you said take these metal detectors down or else. And he takes the metal detectors down, but he wants to put up cameras to keep an eye and make sure nothing bad happens. Are you okay with that?
I'm thinking we're in America. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
we're
thinking.
glad we're in America.
But I'm thinking they're trying to do like America is, because there's cameras and there's metal detectors almost everywhere now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So they're trying to why? Why
Well-
are there cameras? Like, what are they gonna do with cameras?
They're going to monitor everything that's going on.
Find out who they're going to hold
That's the
responsible.
dancing girl across the street.
Find out who they're going to hold responsible.
She's still dancing. See?
Wow, from the
Is
radio
that the
station
same
you
girl
can
that
see
was
the dancing
dancing
girl.
last time on Beacon Street?
I believe so. That's heartbreaking though to see.
Yeah, it is. She's still
Oh, I
over
don't
there
wanna see her
dancing.
dancing.
But what can you you can't do anything for it.
You can make peace. You can negotiate a settlement. You can stop trying to get everything your way.
I'm talking about the girl across the street.
Oh,
True.
the girl across.
So what
I'm
can
still
you
not
do?
into it.
You can't help.
No, you can call the ambulance. And
You
they'll
can,
take
yeah,
her.
that girl need to be, she
Yeah.
need to be taken off the street.
Tie her
Police,
down.
if you're listening, come on down here to WCUW, pick this young lady up and get her off the street before she gets hurt.
Yes, at 1 o'clock when Truth has left the building, please come down. Don't come here while I'm here.
Come on down.
I don't
now.
want no
All you
troubles.
people running for politics and stuff, come on down and help get this lady off the street
Yes.
so she doesn't get hurt.
Politicians, you can come. Police, please. We
Well,
want no trouble.
choose it.
I got no problems here. I don't want no problems with
Yeah,
anybody.
I'm just asking whoever's listening to come on down there and give this poor lady a hand. She's a human being just like everybody else, and just by your inaction, you're treating her less than a subhuman individual.
Yes.
Get her off the street,
Yes.
you know, because she's gonna fall into traffic
How
or
many
do
police
something
have
like
already
that.
probably driven by?
But they're not paying attention. Listen, it's raining. They worried about traffic, and they're driving as well. The last person I've known to have called the police got shot in an alley by a policeman, and that was an Australian woman. So please, I don't want to call anyone right at this second. I'll wait until I am far away.
Well, I hope they come and you know give this lady a hand, because that's just wrong.
Yeah, it is.
That's wrong.
Yeah, you guys. Okay,
She's
you guys can come. I'll
somebody's
risk my life.
child.
Well, I think it would be more an ambulance would come.
An ambulance,
Go
please.
to the hospital, strap her
The
down,
mayor.
go through detox. Let
Yeah,
her.
the mayor, this is unscripted. Come on down.
Yes.
You know.
All right, so since we're running through different headlines, speaking of a woman calling the police for getting shot, the police chief in Minneapolis, Minnesota, she was fired, or she was told to step down by the mayor because of that shooting, the same place where Philandro Castile was shot and killed.
Good.
Now they replaced that person with someone who's been on the force, the same police force, for 28 years, which means has the same ideals, the same thoughts, the same attitude as the police chief that was there, but he's black.
But that's
So-
not always 100% true.
Oh,
Yeah.
I read the article. The article says that he has the
So everything
same.
that's written in the article is true?
Well, they're saying that from the policies and the things that this police officer has
Yes.
supported by his actions, yes, it is true. Why are you questioning me?
I'm just
Like, I don't know what I'm
saying.
talking about. I know what I'm
You
talking
and I
about.
have been together for a lot of years.
I read the
Does that
article.
mean that we think the same?
But that's you're missing the point. The point is that to pacify the situation, to keep black people from protesting and everything, they put a black police chief in there
But
that will
why-
change nothing.
Why couldn't he be qualified? He's been on the force for how many years?
Because usually when
What,
you
you
want
want a
change,
rookie?
you don't know. You want well, yes, you want someone that comes from a different area.
county.
Yes, a different county, someone different who looks at things differently. You don't want more of the same. That's just like if
They
that's just
gave
like
him
Barack
something
Obama.
different. They gave him a black man instead of a woman.
He's the same thing. That's just like if Barack Obama is done and you replace him with Hillary Clinton, it would have been more of the same.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
well,
No, you
I
don't think it would have been the
so.
same?
No.
no.
I think it would have been the same.
No.
No.
I think you're thinking in a box. You need to come outside of the box.
In the box.
Listen. All right,
I know
so
about boxes.
all right,
I know
yeah,
about-
I don't like boxes.
I
All
read
right.
a book on boxes.
All right, Troop. So you had a story that we talked about today.
OJ?
Yeah, we can talk about either OJ or other. I want to talk about the girl. But
Oh,
we
the
can
girl.
talk about OJ.
Let's talk about did she fall? No. No, look at me worried about that girl. Let's talk about the girl.
All right, let's talk about the girl. So go ahead, Troop.
Yeah, I saw him on Facebook. This young, pretty black girl, she said to herself, she said, you know, I've been so busy and everything, I want to go out and I want to go dancing. You know, because she's been, I guess, seemed like she was a student and she was just taking a break, wanting to go dancing.
Yep.
So she goes out and goes dancing. Now she's on Facebook and she's all upset and crying because no black men asked her to dance. Because the black men were all asking the white women to dance.
Yes.
And she-
Yes. Yes.
And she's all upset. And I think, you know, I feel bad for the girl that, you know, it's, but I don't want the girl to lower her standards that she sets for herself in life. You know, it's like, what? No, but black men asked you to dance. That's probably terrible and everything.
Horrible.
And the black men out there, it's like, I don't know why you out there, you just dancing. Why y'all just only dance with the white girl? Y'all scared of the black girl? She was a pretty black girl, too. It's like, maybe they were scared of her. I don't know.
I don't know, Troop. Before I tell you how I feel, Joy, what are your thoughts?
I don't know, I want to hear your thoughts.
Joy, listen, I'm the point guard here, so
No, go ahead.
I kind of shoot the point, the mic, the
You're
chance.
shooting.
All right, fine. I'll talk then. I'll give my opinion on the situation. Dear beautiful, because you said she was beautiful. I did not.
Real pretty girl.
Yes, dear beautiful black woman. I regret deeply that I did not see the video of you expressing your feelings. And I feel heartfelt that you felt hurt that no black man asked you to dance and that they all stayed dancing with white women. From the bottom of my heart, I want to say, that's got to be the dumbest thing I think I've ever seen or heard of in my life. What is wrong with you? First off, you are a female. You are too prideful. You look too good to go up to a black man and ask him to dance. Did you ask any of them to dance? Because I doubt very seriously you went up to a black man and said, hey, do you want to dance with me? And they said, no, I'd rather dance with these white women over here, but thanks. No, that didn't happen. What happened was you sat in the corner with your attitude
She danced with herself.
and danced with yourself. You probably looked like you had a good time dancing by yourself, so the black man probably said, oh, I ain't gonna go over there and mess up with her, she probably having a good time. How did you ever think about that? If I would have understand and I would have felt bad more if you would have went up to a black man and said, would you like to dance with me? And every single one of them said no. But how do you know they weren't with the white women that they were dancing with? How do you know they weren't dating or married to the white women? Listen, if you would have came up to me and asked me to dance with you at a club, it's not that I wouldn't have wanted to. It's not because I thought you were ugly. It's not because you were black. It's because I'm married. So that's probably would have been the reason why I said no, but you would have never known that in the first place. Because if my wife wasn't there, maybe I would have danced with you. The point of the matter is that if you would have asked me to dance with you, you would have known or had a real reason to feel bad. You can't feel bad because you didn't ask. Next time, ask, and then have a reason to get sad. I'm tired of these people that don't do anything and then jump to conclusions because the whole world didn't come to their becking. And they didn't even beckon anybody. They didn't even call anybody. She just stood there and danced in the corner doing the Humpty Hump, not asking anybody to come dance with her. Kill your pride. Your pride is the reason why you're sitting there making dumb videos about how sad you feel, and you deserve to feel sad because it's nobody's fault but your own. Next time, take a little bit of effort and ask someone to dance with you, and maybe you would have gotten some better results than you dancing by yourself. You deserve to dance by yourself because obviously that's what you wanted to do, because if you really didn't want to, you would have asked someone to dance with you. Mrs. Pride, kill your pride. You're too prideful. That's the problem with this country. Everybody's full of pride.
You got any kind of thing you want to say about this?
How do you feel, Will?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just had
No, you know what it is too? Is was she young?
Yeah, a young girl.
It's this younger like the generation younger than us.
Yep,
They-
millennials.
Yes. Oh, millennials. Oh.
You sound like an old person.
I feel like an old person when I talk about this because the world should just be handed to them. These
Oh,
are
yeah.
the kids that don't know how to cook, that don't know how to clean, that don't know how to do a thing, but wait for it to come to them. The job will knock on the door. The job will come to me. Why should I have to go call back after I applied for a job? They'll call me if they want me. No,
And
no,
true, your
they
point
won't.
that goes along with that,
What?
the point that you say all the time.
They're
And
lazy.
that's why they're 30, 40 years old, still
Living
living
at
at home
home.
with
Yep.
mom. Yep.
But
It's disgusting.
it's a little outside of that thing for me anyway.
Flagging.
There's a lot going on here. There's a lot that, you know, she was a black girl. She just wanted to go out and have a good time, taking a break, it seemed, from whatever she was doing in her life, and go out and go dancing. And she just ended up dancing with herself in a place where everybody's dancing and having fun. And she's not an ugly girl. She was a very attractive girl. I don't know what her dancing skills are, but you know, she probably had a couple of good moves. But
Well, she's
she
black,
was
so she had rhythm.
I don't know if she was objectified by being a black woman, that maybe that the black men at the club, because I don't think all the most intelligent of black men go out to clubs to just go out there and say, I'm going to go out to a club and I'm just going to dance. No, they're going out to a club on a panty raid or something like that. That's what they're going. They're looking for trophies to hang on their wall. And just by being black, they were raised with other black women, they know that the likelihood of them getting any trophies aren't going to be all that great. You know, it's like, me, no, you ain't having me. You know, you're going to have something. But not being raised with white women, they don't know. It's still a mystery to them. Is this a possibility? Is this a challenge? Is this something that I can do? So they're in a game playing, you know, just like they're playing basketball. It's a challenge and stuff like that. And she was just the outlier in this kind of thing. That no, more likely you probably won't get a lot of black men to ask you to dance, and that's because when you came into the club and stuff like that, you still came in as a black girl. You couldn't get away from that, and all the objectification and all the little stereotypes about that came in with you. So with those all coming in, I'm saying to the girl, don't give up your value system and your beliefs and come down to some lower level of trying to get these guys to ask you to dance. Go in there and have fun, dance by yourself with your girlfriends and stuff. Somebody asks you to dance, okay, dance with them, but you know, don't drop down to that level of what I painted. I could be a whole lot wrong too.
True. Yeah, this is 2017. True. Women are independent. Women are strong. Women are fierce. Women have more freedoms than they had before. They can vote. They have all these things. You mean to tell me that a woman's not strong enough, or it would be her lowering herself to just ask a man to dance? She really couldn't find it in herself to just go ask a man. That's not lowering herself or belittling herself to saying, hey, buddy, you want to dance? You know what the problem was?
In some cases, depending upon in some cases where you're raised. I guess maybe I'm older, so I look at the man's supposed to ask the woman to dance. That's what you do. You know?
Yeah, if this was 1955.
And if you don't do that, you know if you go home and your mama heard about it, you're going to get a beating. Maybe you went in there and you didn't ask the woman to dance. She had to come and ask you. Hit with the broom and stuff.
Things that went along with a man usually asking you to dance at the same time in history. Women had to be barefoot in the kitchen cooking. They were not allowed to vote. They couldn't have a job. They definitely couldn't make more than their male counterpart if they did have a job. And they were slaves.
That's slaves.
I don't know. I couldn't think of the last thing to add to that.
Don't say slave.
Whenever there's a good argument, you just throw slavery to.
Back in that day, my day was miscegenation. You couldn't be married to a white woman, couldn't dance with a white woman, couldn't hold a white woman's hand and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That was you get locked up. That was against the law in many states and stuff. But that's not today. Nah.
Right, this is not today, so she should be able to ask a man to dance with her.
If she wanted to, I'm just saying, girl, if you don't want to go out there and ask a man to dance, don't do that. Go have fun, enjoy yourself and everything.
Right, but if you don't ask a man to dance, don't sit on Facebook and crying because no one wanted to dance with you. Maybe if you would have asked someone would have wanted to dance with you. This is the inmost. I would have told her, oh, go to a wambulance. Stop wambulancing. Stop whining.
Put on your big girl panties.
Yeah, put on your big girl panties. It's a good thing there's no black women in the room with us right now.
I'll be in trouble.
I'll be in so much trouble. You know another thing too, Troop, this reminds me of, I have to make known too. My father married a black woman. I am 100% black, whatever that is.
Okay.
And my father always gives me and my younger brother a hard time because we married white women. And I always try to explain to him, this is not Atlanta. This is not the capital of black people. There's not black women all over the place. There's probably about 3% of black women in the city of Worcester, and they all probably have the same last name as I have. I'm sorry that I did not get to marry whom everybody else wanted me to marry, that I married whom I wanted to marry. I'm sorry that you end up who you end up with. The heart the heart wants what the heart wants, and sometimes you just wants what it wants.
But the girl just wanted to go dancing.
Right, so she should have asked.
Somebody should have asked the pretty little girl to dance.
She should
What's the matter with you guys out
her
there?
pretty little prize herself should have asked the man to
Was
dance.
this up here or was
This
this?
is in Worcester.
Oh.
Yep.
You
Why
guys,
do you go dancing in Worcester?
I guess they
I
got one club because it seems to be.
You're showing your age again. I don't know. Yeah,
I'm
you're
saying.
showing my age too because I have no idea where they go
I
dancing.
mean, the Palladium, but that's like, they do concerts and stuff there now.
They just did rap battles at the place.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
And then you have the club that does Spanish music on Saturday nights. I don't even know if they still do that. Like, I don't know. Where do you go dancing in Worcester?
I don't
I have
know,
no
but,
idea.
but wherever it is, it has no diversity. Everybody goes there.
Hmm.
That club on Main Street. No.
There was a club that I think
No.
they were planning on shutting down. That there was a lot of fights. Not on Vernon Street. On I forgot where it was. Either way, yeah. So, black woman, I think that all of us here on the Voice of the Voices today agree that you should buck up and stop acting like a baby and ask a man to dance next time.
I don't
Right,
know
guys?
about bucking up. I'm still saying, don't give up your value systems and your
But
beliefs.
you know, I was
Go have
watching.
fun.
I watched a video the other day on Facebook, and it was about Southern hospitality, what a Southern gentleman versus a Northern gentleman.
Mhm.
Yeah.
A Southern gentleman still opens the door, still,
Oh, yeah.
if it's cold, takes his coat off, covers his girl. Still, listen, it's very
I'm
nice.
listening.
Holds hands in public.
Oh yeah, women like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They stand up when the woman stands up to go to the ladies' room, or take their hat off.
They go
and-
to powder their nose. I figured that out.
But yeah. Let me go powder my nose.
Yeah, you got anything.
But no,
That's smart.
that's what they say anyway. A true Southern gentleman still to this day does. Whereas up north, I look at your face and I look and I'm like, I will say that when I try to hold the door open, you always grab it from me and say, "Go ahead."
That's right. I'm a gentleman.
I'll get
Go
there
ahead.
first.
Get-
I'll hold it open. And
get-
he yells at me to
Get
go.
in there. I got the door.
But I mean,
Get.
I can only assume that the Southern gentleman will always ask the woman to dance, whereas up here, these boys are boys. They really
They are boys.
They're
They
boys.
still living under mum's
If
roof.
they're under 25, they have no common sense yet.
Okay. Speaking of Southern gentlemen, man sentenced for stabbing date 119 times after learning that she was a transgender male, and this was in Mississippi.
Yes,
Oh.
that's different. No,
Oh,
I'm
it's
just
different.
kidding.
It's different now. Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Why wouldn't she tell him? See, that right there, that's scandalous. I can't think of the right word. It's lies. It's a lie.
Deceitful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's deceitful.
It
If
is.
you were transgender, I would want to know before we really go anywhere. You are to tell me during our first date, and then we'll make that.
Why?
decision.
Do you want to tell on your first date with someone? Do you want to tell them all your deepest secrets?
No, but if
That's
So
not
why
a
should
deep secret.
that's a deep secret. That's a life-changing secret that they have to go through.
That's
that
a
the person
risk
has
get
to
stabbed
accept it, though.
119
the
times.
person has to be able to accept it.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to tell me 2 years down the road
Well-
because you've lied to me now for 2 years.
You gotta
used to
date
be
them
a
for a little.
woman.
You gotta date them for a little while to
No.
see if they could be accepted.
No.
Listen, if I was dating
No.
Ron, right? If I thought Ron was Remy, and I was dating Remy, and found out that Remy turned into Ron, it depends on where our relationship was at.
No.
Okay, I can't play devil's advocate on everything. I can't.
I
can't.
did that one.
Yeah.
That's something that needs to be upfront and
That's right.
told right away. You can't. That's not a secret.
Yeah, but can you imagine the amount of homophobia that was in this man for him to stab
Yes.
someone
that's-
119
I'm not
times?
saying what he did was
That's
right.
homophobia.
Yes.
Even if it's homophobia, the other guy should have told him.
Yes.
Oh,
When it
man.
came out, if he had told him, he would have said, "All right, get out of here."
Yeah. We're not going out.
So, one of the red flags was the guy's name was D. Wiggum. The transgender's name was D. Wiggum. Maybe if it was D. Wiggum, Maybe if you went by Dee Dee, because Dee Dee could be a
Well,
girl or a boy's name.
My mother, I had an Aunt D. Well, she was my mom's best friend, but I had an Aunt D, and it was D-E-E. I don't know what her real name ever was, but listen, I grew up in the 80s. It was weird.
If I went on a date,
Weird.
if I went on a date with someone and then I found out they were transgender after, wow,
Yeah. You'd be a little upset.
I'd be upset. But I don't think I would. I'd be like, listen, I'm sorry.
It's not gonna, no.
Yeah, it wasn't what I thought it was.
Because you'd be questioning your sexuality at that point. Yeah.
No, I know what I like.
No,
I don't
but
have to
no,
question
I
it.
know.
No, you don't,
but-
because you.
But I feel like you would be questioning, like, I fell for a guy who looks like a girl. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, I feel like there'd be some question there. I mean, I'm not saying what this person did was right.
Yeah, then you'd be
but-
like, whose is bigger? With the Adam's apple. I'm talking about the Adam's apple. Whose Adam's apple is bigger? That's all I'm talking about. Adam's
I don't
apple.
know, sex has gotten out of control anyway. There's a big market, billion-dollar market into sex dolls and stuff that are, that are more human. They made them more human.
Yes. I can't
Yeah.
wait for the price to drop on those things. I can't wait.
If I had something to throw.
No, but listen, there's robots, right? Now, that means you could take a couple nights off. They're just look, just I'm gonna go out there with the robot. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Are you kidding me?
Some of them robots look realistic too.
Well, that's what they got.
So you've looked.
They upgraded the
The
robot.
rubber dolls.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
just big old rubber dolls that
That move and they
tape
talk.
recorders in them that talk. They don't move.
You know
Yeah,
what?
true.
No, you
They
know
do
what?
have some that move. They sit and they talk with you. They have their hands on their laps and they have real conversations with you. It's
Okay,
kind of like
that's gross.
Siri on your phone. They do.
So, okay, so that's too much.
It
But
costs a lot
I
of
can
money.
understand it because
That's nuts.
women have had robots for years, we'll say.
Okay.
Little dildo
So-
toys.
What are we talking
I'm
about?
saying
on
robots,
Voice
so
of
I'm
the
saying I
Voiceless?
understand.
We'll be
I
off
don't
the hand.
appreciate it, but I get it.
Okay.
I don't agree with either, but whatever.
Yeah. I was thinking. No, never mind.
Yeah,
I think robots need to stay in robot land.
Yeah. What are we talking?
People come on.
Let's send them to
people
Mars.
Yeah.
But if you're trans, got a phone call. So get off the air.
Hello.
They hung
That's the
up.
voice of the voiceless.
Yeah.
Hung up. Whew. All right.
Yeah, we got a little over the top there.
Yeah.
We'll calm it
All right,
down.
yeah. What was the other thing that you were talking about? Shoot. Getting me in trouble today. I don't know. I'm gonna get in trouble.
There's not a whole lot to talk about right now because everything seems to be in a transitional state when it comes to the world. Everybody's, still trying to attack Trump. And what's his name? Senator McCain.
Yeah.
He's trying to put on the hero face and everything. He's got about maybe 2 months before he's dead.
Didn't McCain just have like major surgery?
Yeah, he's got a tumor, a basal
Yeah.
tumor and stuff, but it's probably going to be about less than a 6 month.
And he's the one
Yeah.
holding off on all the voting right now because he's not present.
Yeah, well, he's going to be there. He's going to be there. He's going to be there
I
today
didn't read the paper the past
for the
couple
voting.
days.
So, that's a powerful thing. It shows just the kind of caliber of man he is. He's an old war hero and stuff. So, he's kind of, I don't know how well he is with knowing he's going to die, but he's going to put the strong face on and he's going to show that he can do this stuff. So there's that's great, but it's not a whole lot of good news out there.
No.
OJ's going to get released from jail.
OJ, that's what you wanted to talk. That's what we were supposed to talk about.
Yeah, there was an article in the Wall Street Journal. Well, let me paint the picture for you really quickly and everything. The Wall Street Journal is a paper that's read by mostly white business people. And mostly people who read the Wall Street Journal, they look at whatever's above the fold on the front page. Okay, that's cool. Then they go to the opinion pieces, and that's where the article is. And the article was on OJ as being a sellout and OJ and how OJ doesn't. Actually, the article comes to. Actually, I got the article in my pocket.
And it's written by Jason Whitlock, and
Jason
Jason
Whitlock.
Whitlock is an African American.
Yeah.
Now, I read the Wall Street Journal.
see it too, that's why
I
I
am
see
not a
that.
business person.
That's why I
I
see
read
the
the
article.
Wall Street, the Globe, and the Telegram. Not a fan of the New York Times.
Well, let me give you what was said that got me a little bit upset. If you are a black athlete, celebrating celebrity, or media personality living so socialized, working, studying, and dating in the white community, the easiest way to stop Twitter trolls from spamming your social media and accusations of race betrayal is to celebrate Black Lives Matter.
Yes.
If you're an educated, nerdy, prosperous speaking black person who has been chastised for acting white by your black peers, supporting Black Lives Matter, salvages your black image. Call it the OJ effort.
Yes.
To me, in this thing, what this guy did was saying, if you're going to become successful in anything that you do, no matter what it is, and you have black skin, brown skin, or whatever skin you got, because they talk about the football player up a little bit higher and stuff, you can't do that. Because you're going to be called a sellout by your black peers. So you have to stay in your slot. You can't come out of your slot. You can make all the money you want to, but you can't come out your slot because the black people won't like you. So that's what he's saying. And to me, that was totally offensive, a slap in the face to all black people out there just saying, all right, we know that you're smart enough to be successful. We know that you're good enough to be professional. We know we call you nerdy just like we call anybody else. But here's the thing. If you want to be accepted by the black people that don't do any of those things, you have to accept Black Lives Matter. So all you black people who are aspiring to be professional, aspiring to be happy in your endeavors on job selection and whatever it is you want to do, you can't do it because somebody from your old neighborhood and stuff is going to call you a name. So you best bet and align yourself with Black Lives Matter.
All right, Troop.
Craziest thing I ever heard of.
All right.
I'm going after this clown.
All right, Troop. First, everything that he said in what you just said is the truth. I think you misunderstood what he was saying. What he's saying is that, and I'll use you for an example, and I use myself for an example too, but I'll use you first. You told me that when you first started coming around certain people in Worcester, they all labeled you a sellout. Correct?
Yeah, they called me a sellout.
Right. You know why?
Yeah.
Because you didn't agree with their ideals.
Yeah,
You
that's
didn't
what
agree with
this
their
says.
things. Right.
Yeah.
And they're all pro-Black Lives Matter. All of
Yeah.
them. The same people that were walking the streets in Worcester yelling Black Lives Matter are the same people that called you a sellout.
That's right.
The same
I
people,
called you a sellout.
the same people, yep, that walk the streets and yell Black Lives Matter are the same people that called me Turtle Boy. They literally called me Turtle Boy, True, because I disagreed with them on one thing. What he's saying is that unless you are a robot that agrees with everything, a lot of them that they say, if you agree not a little bit, you got to agree with everything that they say. If
Yeah.
you don't, they attack you and they label you a sellout. They call you OJ.
But I hear that, but from what I glean from this here, what they're saying is, unless you want to be isolated from everybody and stuff, they're saying, well, we know that you won't be able to really fit into the white world up here or into this world of higher social economic means and stuff.
Mhm.
So it's best that you, little black boy with all your little green money, stay down here in this place like this. But you won't be accepted down there unless you align yourself with Black Lives Matter. So stop acting like you're smart. Stop being smart. Stop being professional. Stop going out there and doing things that you really want to do. Do everything that these people down here tell you to do. That's crazy. Especially for me, Black Lives Matter, I don't even see any black people in it.
So what it's saying, what I'm hearing, I want to just make sure I heard it clearly, is that you'll never fit in either way
Either way.
because you're not white.
No.
So you're not gonna fit in there regardless.
Yeah.
And
So,
if you don't agree, you're not gonna fit in here either,
Yeah, and you know, and that's what it's saying.
right?
But
That's-
here's the rub. Here's the rub right here. If you're in this social economic strata up here like this, this 1%, this 2% like this here,
yep.
you fit in just as well as anybody else in the 1-2%. You don't understand what that 98%'s doing, especially the lower part of the 98%. You don't know what it's like to do things like that. It's just like it's analogous to freedom. We don't know what it's like to be free because we have so much freedom here in
Okay.
this country.
Okay.
But yet on the news we just hear that they found in Walmart or something like that 10 people dead and scores of other inside of a big old
Walmart truck.
the
18-wheeler.
Walmart truck trying to get into this country.
Mhm.
You know, they ain't coming. What they coming here? We're going to say they're coming here so they can sell drugs. Please, they're coming here so they can make a living for themselves.
Okay.
So we're already here, but they're saying you can't make this living for yourself. So you have to stay down here, and if you don't stay down here, you won't be able to fit in up here. So you better align yourself with Black Lives Matter down here and shut your mouth, boy. That's what they're saying.
All right.
Or you be OJ.
All right. So my question is,
I don't like OJ.
right? But my question
I like
is,
pineapple juice.
when you reach a certain 1% stratosphere, and you find a way to get accepted up there.
You don't get accepted. That's the trick.
So, well, what my question is are you accepted more when you make that money? Are you accepted more by the lower class black people, or are you accepted more by the upper white class people?
But see,
Or are you in limbo?
that's the trick.
You're in limbo.
The trick is that's the Black Lives Matter thing right there. Acceptance. To excel into a position of higher social economic thing or higher any type of thing, you gotta accept you.
See,
It
who wants
doesn't
to be
matter
accepted,
about
though?
the rest of people. Makes
That's
no
what we had to
difference.
teach our kids, William,
Yeah, makes-
is you don't have to be accepted
Yeah.
by either group, because our oldest, when she was in Sullivan, was bullied because she wasn't accepted by any group.
Yeah.
Because she is biracial, which is more of a norm than it used to be.
She better ask boys to dance.
Shut up. But she had hot pink hair, she was 5'3",
Oh,
she was skinny, she had a body like an older person, and she wore Toms and band shirts and skinny jeans. She didn't look like anybody else in the school, and so nobody wanted to be her friend because she was different.
yeah.
She was different.
That sounds like a loser.
Would
No.
you stop it?
See, that's the whole thing. And now she falls into, I have to be accepted by this group or this group or this group. Then you lose your self-identity.
Mm-hmm.
And that seems to be what this is all about, telling you, you can't have a self-identity, no matter
Yeah.
whatever thing you got to go through because of the word acceptance, like you said. But you can be accepted down here with all these people down here. They'll accept you. For mostly if you give them something. You know, these other people, they really don't give a damn.
Right.
It's all about you accepting you. And if you accept you and know who you are, you can excel as high as you want to go. You know, you can stop excelling when you want to. You can continue excelling if you feel like it, because it's all about you. It's about your happiness and the way that you enjoy your life that's here on this earth.
Yep.
But they can do that. They can do
It's like when you go to work, you're not here to make friends, you're here to do a job.
that.
Right.
I don't need a friend, I'm here to do my job.
You're right, but sometimes.
My job is to raise little decent human beings.
Right, but sometimes when you get accepted, it makes things better. It makes things easier when you get accepted. But you're right, you don't have to be accepted by everybody. I'm not accepted.
I'm
I'm not accepted.
Nah. I wasn't
You're
even,
not around anybody to be
Your daddy
accepted.
likes me.
I wasn't even,
Sometimes.
I wasn't even accepted as a kid.
You're
I was a
probably-
vagabond.
Right.
Yeah, I was never accepted.
I was just a dirty little kid who used to like to sit in trees.
True freedom is found when you no longer care about acceptance, a texter just said.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Texter.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you, Texter.
So, we got about 4 minutes left. We could have really did a little bit more unpacking of that article. But I think what Jason Whitlock said, and part of that was part of what he said was the truth. To social justice, especially on Twitter or on Facebook, if you disagree with what they say, what the status quo says, in terms of what the black community says, they want nothing to do with you. So, for example, Steve Harvey, he wanted to go to talk to Donald Trump. They said, oh no, Donald Trump's, he's bad. So if you go to talk to Donald Trump, you're automatically a sellout.
They've been calling Steve Harvey a sellout for off and on for years, though.
Yeah, what do you think? Okay.
Yep, he just said okay, and now he's one of the most successful men in America.
Yeah, it's like you don't have to dance to somebody else's tune.
Right.
That's another thing that people do. They dance to other people's music. And it's like, even if you're hearing your own music, you're not understanding your own music. So why just dance to somebody else's music? Dance to your own music.
Right.
Yeah, but a lot of people can't dance to their music because their music just feels like, well, that's different. They'll laugh at me, or they won't like me and stuff.
Yep.
And that's okay. I understand that a lot of people have to be seen as being loved and seen as being great or seen as being something by somebody else to make them somebody who they always wanted to be or something like that. But then there's most people or other people who just don't really give a damn about what the Joneses say or what the Joneses have.
Right.
Because if you go into the Joneses' house, it might smell.
Yep. All right. So we got 2 minutes left. You know what we didn't talk about?
No, but I just want to send out my condolences to those people dead in the car and in the truck and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was sad.
That's sad, and I want to send out my condolences to all the people in America who want to have self-victimization, and you already live in this free country, and people is trying to sneak in the back of a truck that's locked, and it's heated up, or trying to swim the ocean. It's like, you know, don't even appreciate what you got. At least find out what you have.
Right.
You look at what they're leaving and see if that's what is something that you really aspire to have, or that you like. Maybe don't like where you're living in this thing, but it seems a little better than going back there.
Yeah. You're right.
And people swimming, except for Michael
Phelps, who swims against sharks.
Yeah, he lost.
Yeah, he lost. And he's lucky the shark wasn't in the same pool as him.
Yeah, that was
He really lost.
That's right, folks. Larry the Shark beat Michael Phelps. He swims better than Michael Phelps. That was Larry the Shark.
All right. Shout outs to me and mine.
Yours is right there.
Yeah, mine is right here. My wife is right here. I'll holler.
I want to shout out to my lovely bride, Laura. And I want to shout out to my two scientists. That's right, scientists, folks. Mason and Max. And the shout out, a hoo-ah to all special ops. I'm giving them a hoo-ah.
All right. Joy?
I got nothing.
So you say,
I got
so you say
nothing.
goodbye.
All my
See you next
children
week,
are
because it's going to be me and you.
Oh, okay. Goodbye.
Yeah, I
See
got to
you
go to
next week.
Utah next week, so
All
I
right.
won't be
What are you doing
here.
in Utah?
All right.
Huh?
What are you doing in Utah?
Going down there, gotta move there in January. And I'm building a leadership school down
Hi
there.
guys, this is Abby Gardner and you're listening to WCUW 91.3 FM, Worcester. I'll see you at Falcon Ridge.
Pledge $75 or more to WCUW and receive a pair of weekend passes.